Hey guys, Paul here from PABrewNews. No music right now, just doing a beer review. This is pretty cool because I have a few of these different vintages, different chapters, as they say. A bedtime story, chapter 1, Imperial Stout aged on hazelnuts, cacao, Madagascar and vanilla beans, and bourbon barrel aged coffee beans. And barrel aged coffee beans. Okay. Hightower Brewing Company. Hightower Brewing Company are from Rayland, Ohio. This is 14% alcohol by volume, nice in that session strength category. Now, I got this over at Vintage Estates over in Boardman, Ohio on 224, right off the Pennsylvania border. Real cool place near Akron, so definitely check out Hoppin' Frog, Thirsty Dog. And on the other side, you have Xenopoly, the Shoe Brew, things like that, not too far away from Pittsburgh. Definitely a cool place. North Country over there at Slippery Rock. So, lots of things to check out. So, oh, it's magic. Don't you know? This is a pretty cool, it's got a pine tree on the top. Right there in the wax. Pine tree style. This is chapter 1. I have chapters 1 through 6. I do not have chapter 5. So if anyone knows where I could secure chapter 5, that'd be pretty cool because I'd like to do all of them. Now, let's see. This has, a bedtime story, pretty creepy, cool stuff like that. Absolutely. Nice artwork. I like all of that. I like the presentation, like the big bottle, like all of that. Would be cool if they had like an inscription, kind of like a story a little bit on each one of them too, but hey, you know how it goes. So let's see if this wax isn't too thick. We should be able to crack it open, and we did. Nice. And like I said too, if anybody knows anything about this series, anybody knows about how getting to label out, folks, it was rising the neck of the glass. Here we go, of how to get more of these so we can do the whole chapter 5. Or for instance, if they have 7 or 8, just let me know. Let me know how to get them, all that kind of stuff. Sizzling carbonation on there. You can especially hear it without the music. Very sizzly carbonation for 14%. No head, which, just a ring of head after that. A lot of those high ABV beers, they don't keep a head very well, so that's not exactly a surprise. A lot of alcohol legs sticking. Little chunky chunks, but not in a bad way. Kind of sticking. I saw a little sedimentation there to the side of the glass as well. So let's get an aroma. That's bright. Coffee. A lot of coffee beans. A lot of roasty, toasty, ethanol alcohol singing, just zinging through here, very bright, mixing with those coffee beans. A little charry smoky. Makes sense with those bourbon barrel aged coffee beans. Or those barrel aged coffee beans, rather, that char smoke. There's a little bit of nuttiness in there too. Let's get into it. Cheers. There's a weird twinge on that one. That's odd. Weird sour twinge, like right in the middle. Might be going off a little bit. Might be. Don't know. 14%. Was sealed right. Sealed. Poof. Nice ABV. Nice thing right there. A lot of barrel smoke. I just actually had a Duck Rabbit barley wine. 11% or something like that. Puffed it off, a lot of barrel smoke and stuff. Completely affected. Completely just off. That sucked. This one's not as bad because the other ones, like the Duck Rabbit, just filled the whole thing with head too. You already knew something was wrong. Yeah, something's going on with this one. There's like a twinge, almost like a sour mash bourbon, right through the middle of it. Almost a hint of a lemon, if you know what I mean. And it's very thin. This beer is very thin. There is a little bit of nuance. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Jolly Pumpkin. I think Jolly Pumpkin, their sour stout. It reminds me of that. There's a sour twinge to this beer, and I don't think it's supposed to be there. It's right in the middle. It actually reminds me of the Jolly Pumpkin beer, which, I drank that. That's fine. I could drink this one too. Obscura something, I think it was called. 14%, can't tell. Very thin. Definitely not supposed to have that tartness. A little bit of roasty, toasty tonality. There's a little bit of baker's chocolate in there, like coming from those cacao nibs. You could tell there was something, there is stuff going on from the original beer, but there's that middle ground there. I don't think it's supposed to be there. So hopefully the other ones are better than this. Hopefully the other ones haven't turned or done anything, you know, not so good. But this one, I don't think it's supposed to be tasting the way it's tasting right now. As it is, it's still not a bad beer. I can still drink it without a problem. It's not, you know, frizzing everywhere. It's not doing anything like that. It just, like I said, it reminds me of that Jolly Pumpkin beer. I could drink it. You do get nuttiness, you get this, you get that. You know, I mean, it's just something's starting to happen with this beer. Now, if you've had this and it does have a little bit of a twingy, softly like soft tart, soft. And it's not like green coffee beans either. It's something else, like a little bit of a lemon twist in the middle there that I don't think is supposed to be there. Imperial style aged on hazelnut, cacao nibs, and vanilla Madagascar vanilla beans, and barrel aged coffee beans. There's no tart in there. You know what I mean? It's supposed to be rich and thick, little sweetness, little chocolate, different things like that. Little nutty coffee, little char smoke. Those things, all those are supposed to be in there. Not twingy lemon. You know what I mean? So something's going on there. But for what it is, it's still a good beer. It's just not anywhere near solid or as advertised, that kind of thing, if you know what I mean. I'm going to sip on this. I'm not going to chuck it. You know what I mean? But I'm going to throw it in the 6 out of 10 category because I don't want to completely trash the beer, but I don't think it's where it's supposed to be right now. So anyway, Hightower Brewing, and this is Bedtime Story Chapter 1. Hopefully the other chapters kick it up a little bit. Anyway, this is Paul from PABrewNews. Cheers. Bye-bye. Watch that finger.